Hello. So welcome back to TREBONS. So I've got the puppies in their playroom and just grabbing their attention now. We've been doing the balloons for a while now, and we don't have any adverse reactions to that, which is good. That's a big bang. What was that? What was that? As I say, it's a good exercise, especially in countries where you've got lots of fireworks and things like that. So the puppies are going very well. They're pretty much full with me. I've got a good relationship with them, and hopefully they should all pile up now. Hello, Tinkles. Hello. As I say, we've got the playroom now. They're out here during the day. At night they come into the house, the other dogs. But this is their safe area. We can do whatever we like in here. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. It's a nice big area, nice and safe. Hello. And it's all just all about the handling. This is a perfect age. I mean, they're just over 4 weeks now, just over 4 weeks. And between 3.5, 4 and 4.5 weeks is where you see the puppies for what they are and what you need to work on and head check. The main thing is they seem to enjoy my company and they're quite gentle, not over the top of anything. And calm down pretty quick. Yes, indeed. And it's just about playing. I'm their biggest play toy. And hello. And we've got a good sized room now for them to play in. There's a lot of puppies, isn't there? It's a lot. It's a lot, isn't it? Oh, you little fierce thing you are. He's a little fiercey. So I'm very happy with them. I marked this one with purple because so far from 3.5 weeks it was interesting to see on the puppy test with this one. She's been the first up for exploration, for playing, for absolutely everything so far. So I'm just going to be interested to see how she does in the puppy test. That's why I've marked her so I can see it. But she's been the first to do absolutely everything. First to go out the room, the first to take to a rag, the first to chase a ball, the first to do absolutely everything. And she's not over the top at all. Nice balanced dog, easy to handle, and little softy, you really. Yes, you are. So that's why she's got the purple tails, just so I can keep an eye on her. Just for the puppy test, for my own interest there, see if we can actually identify dogs for certain traits. But they're very, very easy to work with, have been. It's been a pleasure to work with them. And as I say, they're not over the top of the biting. We had a little bit of a problem with that, but they've learned that now. And we can actually wear shorts without getting bitten to pieces. Which is nice because we've got good weather for once in Denmark. And yeah, so it's all going very, very well. And it's just a case of keep working with them, keep pushing them, testing them, and that's what we're gearing up for, that puppy test. And we know what we want to achieve. We want to achieve that sociability. We want to achieve the exploration. We want to achieve the acceptance of the unexpected, whether that's a loud noise, whether that's something just coming up. And as I said before, for me, a dog that's is into exploring and going off on its own and looking at things is likely to be more sociable. So it's will be next week, I guess, about pushing the dogs out a little bit further, and then explore their boundaries, find out where their boundaries are, and getting them confident within those boundaries, which is a little bit of individual work or in smaller groups. What are you doing over there, Tinkle? What's this? What's that? As I say, that's the purple female again. And she's keen on everything. That's why I've marked her. As I say, just to be curious to see how she does in the puppy test, because at the moment she's been absolutely first in everything. And it is at that age between 3.5 and 4.5 weeks where you see the puppy for actually what it is, and then everything else changes because they start becoming more aware of the world. Oh, yeah, they do indeed. Yeah, little fierce thing you are. Hello. So it's going very well. They've all got a good weight now, and we're just moving forward. We've got our first visitors coming on the weekend. That's always interesting to see because they're used to me. So when strangers come in, how they react to strangers is always interesting. Will they be sociable? Will they be forward? Yeah. Or will they be ducking off into a corner, which is not what we want, and that's not what we're working for, is it? It's not at all, my little fella. And that's always, as I say, always interesting. I think we've got 2 families coming up, so it's going to be a busy day for the puppies. And it gives us an indication of where we need to work as well, so it's a good thing. And all in all, it's going very, very well, as I say. And with the extra space, we'd be able to do a lot more now. Yeah, and as I say, it's just incredible how quick it all changes. It's only a few weeks ago they were helpless, and now they are little dogs. They are little dogs. The thing with the Berger Blanc, we know as a whole, the Berger Blanc is more of a submissive race than other breeds. And being submissive, it's very, very important. It's in their nature to be submissive to a certain extent, which makes them so easy to work with, why they're so easy to train, because they just want to please. And when it comes to the puppies, I mean, all the handling, everything is done underneath from below. It's only now we're starting to get up to their heads, you know what I mean? Because they've accepted it. If you go down and start working with the puppies, you're nasty, straight away. The puppy's going to duck down in their hand. And we're all just reinforcing something that the puppy already has to make it even more submissive and necessary. But that's my feeling with the breed. It is a submissive race compared to others. But it's a weakness, but it's also a strength of the dog, which is its strength as well. And that's what we're trying to do. It's naturally submissive. It's always going to want to come back to you. And it's very easy to work with, but if we get the wrong thing going as a puppy, it starts off as submissive. Hey, go away you, go away. You've got somebody in the corner. So that's what we're working on, it's just to get them out there, doing their things, and enjoying it, and finding their boundaries. And hopefully we can increase those boundaries, push up on those boundaries. And whilst all the puppies, they share the same DNA as such, it's like a pack of cards. If I lay out 52 cards and then another pack, the same brand, 52 cards, I'm not going to get the same sequence. And it's the same with the DNA, the genetics when it comes to that character. It's not going to be quite the same. So we've got some that are stronger on some things and some that are weaker on other things. And it's about, but they still have it in them. So it's about, sometimes you might have to push down on something to get something else coming out. And that's, you call that conditioning or imprinting. We've done an early form of imprinting with the handling to start with, and the rest is basically just conditioning. It's like with the balloon, we do that a few more times, and then as the puppy gets older, you would never know the difference whether it's a genetic disposition towards gunshots that it's okay, or whether it is conditioning. You'd never tell, because it certainly isn't training. That you can tell. And you never tell, so that's why conditioning and all that, and you can really make the difference in a puppy. Get it in early and just follow it through. Boff. And as I say, I mean, in a few months' time, I think next month or the month after, we're taking 2 of our dogs. Tootson, all I want, and ABBA, they're both going for their mental description, and we're going to compare that to the puppy test they actually did. That would be interesting for us. Is there something to puppy testing? Because that's what it's all about. You're permanently trying to prove your point, you know what I mean? And is there any point? Can you say that there's a correlation between the puppy test and at 14, 16 months, the mental description? And hopefully we'll be able to say, yeah, there is. There's a correlation there. You can actually start selecting based on your puppy tests. Because then you can test the dog as it gets older. And that's what we're planning on doing. I think it's next month, end of next month, we'll be taking those 2 dogs out. They'll be doing their mental description, which is basically a puppy test for junior dogs. On a far bigger scale, instead of in a small room, it's outdoors, we have the gunshots, we have the sociability, we have exactly the same, the unexpected. And it's to see how they react to that now that they are fully developed. And it's just their natural reaction to things. And that is what we work with. And also, you know, you get a few surprises maybe, and then you learn. It's not about passing a test with flying colours, it's about learning the capabilities and how well your dog does. Because no one knows their dog's 100%. We might think we do, but none of us do. And there's no such thing as a perfect dog. And the reason there's no such thing as a perfect dog is because there's no such thing as a perfect owner. The dog might be perfect for you, but there's no such thing as a perfect owner.